My name is Miguel Avila Morales. I am currently attending UCSD. I'm pursuing a master's degree in computational social science. I am also a SDOP fellowship recipient. What inspired me to be engaged with advocacy work is my own personal migrational background. So I am undocumented. I arrived at the U.S. at the age of 1, and I just grew up understanding that I had a different experience, or that I would have a different experience compared to other students, even my own family members. I come from a mixed status family in which some of my relatives do have citizenship, and they do have this, you could really pinpoint like the differences, how they feel more, not worried to be able to feel the instant pressure to be deported, or just having more opportunities to like do things. So besides just recognizing the differences from those who are undocumented and undocumented, the type of resources that one can access, I believe that is what really pushed me forward to really engage, especially since my parents are undocumented. It is that experience that really made me focus in ways that I could become involved in school. So when I was attending San Diego City College, I really started to understand more about immigration policies and how it has an impact in immigrant communities. So it is these policies that were developed long ago in order to restrict certain immigrants from coming to the U.S. And the restrictions on immigrants were more to those who were of communities of color, and those who have different types of languages. And as time progressed, one could really understand how there was more restrictions in the southern border. So it is like this understanding of the history behind how these immigration policies really have an influence on immigrant communities is what really motivated me to understand how policy work could be an important tool to access resources. My organizing experience includes advocating for immigrant rights through very local organizations in San Diego. For instance, with San Diego Border Dreamers, I had the opportunity to advocate for the restoration of Advanced Pro for DACA recipients. The Advanced Pro program allows undocumented, those who are able to apply for DACA, to travel abroad for humanitarian, educational, and working purposes. So it is this program that allows us to really be able to not feel excluded from that experience of being able to travel. We wanted to go visit our loved ones whenever they feel ill abroad. If there is any working opportunities abroad, we would also want to take advantage and really experience that. And for those students who are invited to, let's say, to attend schools abroad in Mexico or any other part of the world, I believe that was a very helpful program. So through Advanced Pro, we were able to, during the campaign, we were able to go to Washington, D.C. and advocate for this program. And we were able to successfully secure more than 50 signatures with congressional representatives. I would also like to include that San Diego Border Dreamers was part of a campaign that also included other DACA recipients from all over the world. So it was a unique experience in which we noticed how this type of immigrant experience really brought us together. Power is just the ability to not live in fear. Fear of when is your next home. When will you sleep. Fear of not of knowing when your next meal will be. I think just it is the lack of fear that I believe is powerful, and I believe that one could obtain this power through just access to resources. Being able to qualify for certain resources that are not really restrictive in regards to one's immigration really can reduce the type of burden that they experience in their everyday lives. I felt powerful when I was with my community, be able to really develop the sense of community, recognizing that I'm not alone, recognizing that there are also other people who are willing to advocate for us, and just being part of that, I felt more confident. I recognize how fear really it is something that you no longer care about. You just focus in ways that you could really empower your community. It just becoming engaged in my school programs, educating myself about the importance of these policies, recognizing how there has been a history in which people have advocated for these rights, and how it has slowly had an impact in today. So also being engaged in those type of events really pushed me forward into feeling empowered, and that is another reason how I also felt a sense of power while engaging with SDOP. With SDOP, I was able to really recognize the leaders in my community. For example, Teresa, who really advocates for immigrant rights. I seen how she would collaborate with other members, push forward for policies that allows affordable housing, and just recognizing when certain things are really restrictive and pointing them out, calling them out. So I learned a lot from that, and that is something that I found very powerful.